Chuckles and Coconuts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chuckles and Coconuts. But for today, since it's a Christmas episode, it's ho-ho nuts for you. Hell yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about our biggest icks.
Hella big icks.
Let me start with my biggest icks with her. Okay, I'm going to tell you. One of my first biggest icks with Lessa, okay? She does this thing, and it's so annoying. She will literally, I will come over to the house wearing my clothes, okay? Happy as can be, looking cute, as I usually do. She will tell me, oh, your clothes look dirty, so I need to wash them. So she brings out the ugliest clothes that she has, and she'll take my clothes and she tells me that she's gonna wash them for me. And then guess what? I never get those clothes back, ever. I never see them. They are non-existent because guess where they end up? In her closet, on her rack. So tell me, does that give you an ick? That gives me an ick. You want to know why? Because a normal person would go out and buy their own clothes. Normal people, if they can't afford nice things, they go to the thrift store. And I'm still a thrift store girly to this day.
One of my biggest icks
Go ahead.
is that she just talks too much. Like, damn, shut up.
You want to know one of my biggest icks about her is the fact that I have to call and text her endlessly. And if I don't pick up her stuff, if I don't pick up her calls and her texts, she gets so angry. But I have to text her for 5 business days before I even get a response. So why don't you shut up?
One of my biggest icks about Zeong is she'll call me like during work, right? We're sitting on the phone. She's like, I have to tell you something. I was like, oh my gosh, what do you have to tell me? And then she just sits there and she's just like, and I'm just like, girl, like, what do you have to tell me? Like, what's that something? Wait, hold on. Sorry. I have to finish this email. And I'm like, do I look like I have the time in the world to just sit here and listen to you? Like what?
It's always a one-sided conversation. You should see how many conversations where I'm only texting her. And I'm okay with that because I'm like, we all have lives and things like that. But don't ever get mad at me when I don't pick up once. And then I literally get a voicemail. It's like, Zeon, how dare you leave me and send me to your voicemail? What if my Amazon truck got stuck on the side of the road? How dare you leave me on send to your voicemail like that?
Another big ick of mine of Zeong's is that she always threatens me that she's going to tell my dad on me. I'm going to tell dad. I'm going to tell dad. Like, go ahead. What is he going to... Just kidding.
What's he going to do? Yeah, Dad, don't worry. I'll tell you again and again and again.
Yeah, no, she stays doing that. Another big ick is that she keeps talking over me.
No, you know what's a bigger ick? She will literally pull up my location. I'll just be enjoying my day. I'll schedule like a
Let's not talk about pulling up locations. I was over here at the freaking Del Taco and I'm just like sitting in the car having my moment to myself, my cry sesh. This girl shows up half tipsy. You stupid whore! What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm going to turn off my location and she's never going to see it again. Because literally, I'm pretty sure we all have those moments where we're in our car and we just want to eat our tacos and just cry and be alone. But this girl freaking pulls up my location. She pulls up my location and she just comes and she's just like, you stupid whore. Oh my gosh, you didn't respond to my text. Like, that's weird. Don't stalk me.
No. So here's the thing. This is my ick, okay? Because she talks about locations, right? When I have a meetup to go with a friend, I'll be like eating at the IHOP and I'll get this text from her at random. And it'll be like, pancakes. I'll be at the Taco Bell. Cheesy bean gordita, crunch or cheesy bean burrito. Like she does that all the time. Yet she gets mad at me that I pulled up on her once. In all the years that we've shared locations, she gets mad at me for pulling up on her once because I was checking on her well-being.
She was tipsy, bruh.
I was tipsy, but I literally, when you go, okay, this is what I love though about these like hot pot, like, Korean barbecue places. They make those drinks hardcore. I had 2 drinks. I don't even remember. I just remember going home happy. Okay. And so, of course, I saw that she was down the street. She was literally like 2-3 minutes away from me. And I just wanted to surprise my sister. And so I go over there. And so while she's crying over there, of course I'm going to go check on her. But she wasn't alone. She's sitting over here acting like she was in her car eating Del Taco alone. You freaking liar. She was with one of our family members. Why don't you mind your business and stop checking my location every single time I go eat out? Why don't you do that, okay?
Listen, if you have to seize your opportunities sometime, huh? If you're already there, might as well just freaking take it.
Seize your opportunity. So I'm going to travel. We live an hour away from each other. So I'm going to travel an hour away to drop you off food.
I mean, you don't just drop it off. DoorDash can. You know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're already there, might as well just think of me, you know?
But one of my biggest icks, which doesn't even have to do with her. This is one of my biggest icks I think I've seen of 2023, which y'all need to stop doing, okay? My biggest icks that I've seen lately is the men who literally are like doing something where they're just like sitting in their car, like driving, trying to look all cool and like, you know, and then they're like, what if I came back to your place after I just dropped you off and said, hey, baby, come outside and give me a kiss. What would you do?
Are you talking about me? I do that to you sometimes.
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, no, it's these guys who are trying to leave like these thirst traps on TikTok.
Oh,
yeah, it's like
TikTok?
yeah, and they're like doing something random in their TikTok like driving or something, and they're like, "Girl, what if I came back and I got out of the car and texted you and said, baby, come back outside. I needed one more kiss. Boy, bye.
No,
goodbye.
Yeah, that's hella big.
You should have left that in your drafts. Thank you very much.
This is gonna sound a little rude, but one of my biggest icks is when people record themselves crying. Like, why?
Can we see your drafts right now?
I mean, I get it, you know, but then like for me, I'm just like, dang, it's like the whole process of doing it. Like you're crying already and you're like, oh wait, let me pull out my phone and record me crying. You know, like, is that just me? Am I so wrong for saying that?
That's the thing though.
That's like hella weird.
I don't like it either, but then at the same time, I'm like, if that's how you got to get your own therapy out, you know what I'm saying? To each their own. But at the same time, I do get what you're saying.
I'm just like, dang.
Because it's for real.
Like,
it's weird.
It's kind of weird. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, like my dog just died. Sad. Which is really sad that your dog died. And go ahead, cry.
But the fact,
but then in their thought process is like, oh, let me record myself crying. My dog Sammy just died. Oh, like, why do you have to record yourself doing that? Is that so mean? It's just me. I mean, I know I'm gonna get like a lot of ooh wee, like whatever, but it's just my ick.
It's true guys? Though. Like the fact that you took the time to like set up a tripod, put your phone up, and then start crying. Like, come on, girl. You could have just cried.
Yeah,
you could have just like did that.
That's a big ick for me. Another big ick for me. Okay, I don't know if it's just like me or whatever, but I hate when someone asks me to go out and eat with them and then they make me pay for my own food. Like, you just asked me, you should pay for me, Ziyong.
Lissa,
I will say she always pays for me. But yeah, what's your biggest ick?
When a man has his crack out, I'm sorry, the only crack I want to see is on the sidewalk. When you get out of the car, okay, and the crack
she's like
is
low-key
out.
calling out her husband. Because his crack is always out.
Okay, but I've been working on that with him, and I've... Okay, no, but here, I wasn't even going to say
crack.
Honey, I love you. Please work on that. Okay, no, I wasn't even going to say it. You said it was my husband. So now he's going to hear this. He's going to hear that we talked about his crack.
Now he's going to take back his Vaseline he just bought me.
No, really, he's going to Venmo request like 3 times the amount of the Vaseline he just bought you.
Another ick that I have is when someone reaches in for a kiss and they have like that white stuff around their mouth. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what she's referring to.
Like, and then they have like that white stuff.
So are you talking about your boyfriend, your fiance?
I'm not one to call out names. I'm just saying.
And we love you. Lessa says you need to wear more chapstick. That's what she's saying on this episode.
But like when they're just like, and then they have like that white stuff around their mouth, and I'm just like, are you trying to leave like a tattoo right here?
I can't.
What? Is that just me? Are these icks or are these just things that just make me
you guys
a hater?
Tell us, are these icks or are we just picky?
I think I'm all icked out. I feel like I know.
I think we're so icked. I think our icks have been shared.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think my major ick was just like the crying thing. I did that in high school for sure.
I wonder what that's like to be able to like record yourself and cry.
Yeah, I wonder how it's like to have a fat forehead.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? I've always wanted to know what it's like to have a double chin.
Oh, you should know.
I know. I have you as my sister. I see it every day.
I hate you. You know what? We're done. We're done. I'm getting hangry.
Thank you.
What a butt crack. What a vaso-cracko. Yeah, I'm all icked out. Are you all icked out?
I'm all icked out. Thank you so much.
If you guys do any of those things, it's okay.
No judgment. Honestly.
To each their own.
To each their
but
own.
But it's just like.
Those are just our own icks.
But
like,
if I
live your
just.
best life, girl.
If I see you
Cry.
doing it, just know that I'm just going to be like, you know. But I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. But comment what your icks are. I love conversations like this because it's just like, well, what do you not like? You
leave
know?
your biggest icks in the comments.
For sure. Thanks for tuning in. Vaso and Cracko out.
Chuckles and Coconuts. Please subscribe.